Hi everyone, we are talking about products that I thought were so good, I just had to buy more. And what I mean by that is, if I loved a particular formula, I had to buy it in multiple shades, and I've gone back time and time again, and I have multiple now in my collection. So we're going to run through some of those products in today's video. If you're new here, hi, my name's Gemma. I upload new content on my channel every single week. I would love it if you are finding this video helpful, entertaining, you're enjoying what you're watching. Please consider clicking on the like button, also the subscribe button and the notification bell so you don't miss any future uploads. So my hair is in that in-between length at the moment. I am trying to grow it out, but it sort of sits on the shoulders and it curls up. So I didn't know whether to have it up, whether to have it down. So I've gone for an in-between look today. Let me know your thoughts in the comments section. It's a little bit hit and miss. It's a little bit messy on the top. We'll roll with it. So, jumping in to the first product. So this is a relatively new one for me, but I haven't had it off my skin because it feels like a tinted moisturizer. It looks very, very skin-like, incredibly flattering, radiant, glowy. It has more coverage than a tinted moisturizer, which is why I love it, because it's more versatile. You can sheer it out, you can build it up. Just love, love, love. And it's really long lasting. And not only is it really long lasting, it looks flattering for the life of the foundation. And that isn't the same for all foundations. A lot are really long lasting, but only look flattering for a certain amount of time. This one just looks lovely on my skin. So it's the IT Cosmetics CC Plus Nude Glow Color Correcting Medium Coverage Skin Tint. I really like this. I bought it in the shade Fair Light, which I thought would be my current shade. Actually, this is a little bit too deep for me. Because of that, I have to take it all the way down my neck. And I thought that would be okay. I'll just continue doing that. But because I've been reaching for this so often, and when I'm wearing white, I don't really want to be taking it all the way down my neck, I thought I would pick this up in my winter shade. And at the moment, because I'm in between my winter shade and my summer shade, I'll mix the two of these together. And then in the winter, I'll just use my new one. So this is in the shade Fair Porcelain. Exactly the same formula, obviously, but just a lighter shade. I can get away with Fair Porcelain on my skin on its own if I bronze it up in certain places, or mix these two together for absolute perfection at the moment. And I definitely won't go any deeper than Fair Light because I'm a huge fan of SPF and a large hat during those summer months, and even when it's not those summer months. So yeah, these both will do me all year round, and I absolutely love the formula. If you haven't tried this already, highly recommend that you try and get a sample. I think if you contact the IT Cosmetics customer care team, they will send you a sample out, or if you buy other things from, say, Look Fantastic, they may have a sample that you can ask for, that you can try this before you buy, because it is quite a pricey product. It's definitely not budget friendly, but it's also not got a luxury price tag either. So definitely recommend that you try and get your hands on a sample if you fancy giving it a go. I adore it, and I don't need to buy any more than this now because it's foundation, so I already have winter, spring, summer, autumn all covered in these two. Love it. So also, you would probably think you would only need one shade of this next product, and if you are of that opinion, I would probably have agreed with you a few weeks ago. I have been holding off buying this shade for such a long time, thinking I don't need it in my life. I already have perfection right in front of me. Yeah, totally disagreeing with you now. I am so glad that I finally caved in and bought this shade. So I am talking about the Pat McGrath Blurring Under Eye Powder, and usually I would go for the shade Light. Utter perfection. This is just purity in a tub. It's just sublime, gorgeous, angelic, just does the job. I have never had an under eye powder perform the way that this does. You need hardly any. You can apply this with a brush, you can apply it with a damp blending sponge, you can apply it with your fingers. does the same job. Apply it very sparingly. This also doesn't crease my under eye up and make it look crinkly and dry. It just sets everything and also blurs the imperfections underneath my eyes at the same time. What is not to like about this? I adore it. However, as I've been using the IT Cosmetics CC Nude in the shade Fair to Light, and that is, like I've already said, a little bit too deep for my current skin tone, I thought I'd try it. Ages ago, Pat McGrath brought out a brand new shade in yellow. Now, this looks a little bit scary, however, it is very, very effective. At the moment, because my skin is not tanned, I'm using this over my under eye circles and then applying a little bit of the shade Light over the top. Super, super effective at blurring out your under eye circles, even if you're wearing a concealer that is not full coverage. So it really does help to blur away that pigmentation with the yellow tone. Just glorious, really beautiful. Now I can use this on its own if I'm using the shade Fair Light in the IT Cosmetics CC Nude, because again, slightly deeper than my natural skin tone, and using the shade Light gave me reverse panda eyes, shall we say. I looked a little bit surprised and startled all of the time, or looking like I've had a big pair of glasses on and been in the sun. Utter perfection. Utter perfection. Just love everything about it. Really glad that I bought it. So again, love the formula so much, eventually caved. So glad that I did. So glad. I've probably talked about this next product several times on my channel already. I mean, let's not lie. Probably more than several. Let's say multiple times. Multiple times I've spoken about this product because it is one of my ride or die all-time favourites. Love it. Love the bones of it. Love the packaging. Love the formula. Love the way it looks on my skin. Love the way it glides on my skin and it buffs out completely effortlessly. Just love, love, love everything about it. It is the Victoria Beckham Bronzing Brick. It is such a classy product, both packaging and formula. There is nothing that I dislike about this product. So I bought the fairest shade in the shade, what is it called? 01. So they're just numbered. So I bought the shade 01. This is great for winter. This is great for somebody that is actually quite frightened of bronzers, who wants something quite subtle but maybe is quite heavy-handed like me. Sometimes my hands cramp up quite a lot and I struggle to hold a brush, in which case it can be quite difficult to apply makeup, foundation, any product at all. Sometimes you can be a little bit slapdash with it and then get patchiness on the face. Not with this product. It glides on, it's so smooth, it's buttery, it sinks into the skin. It's a powder, but it looks like a cream once it's on. You never get that powdery finish on the surface of the skin. Just love, 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 love. So 01 is the shade that I use when I'm wanting subtlety, when it's winter, when my skin is quite fair. When I'm wanting something slightly punchier, I decided to buy the shade 02. I'm not sorry that I did. It's a pricey product. I must love it to fork out this much money on two of them in different shades. These are not PR. I bought these with my own money. Everything that features in this video, I bought with my own money and love everything. Absolutely everything. The shade 02 has one of the shades from 01 in there, but instead of being the darkest shade as it is in 01, it's the lightest shade in 02, and then you've got that slightly bronzier tone in the 02 package and the slightly cooler tone in the 01 package. It's just stunning. How can I get this across to everybody even more? It's not life-changing. It's a bronzer at the end of the day. This is not going to change your world. This is not going to make you a cup of tea in the morning. You okay there, Ralph? Ralph is dreaming. Let me go see if he's okay. For those of you with dogs, you will know my sheer panic when it looks like he's dreaming, but his eyes are half open and he starts to sort of like jump in areas where you think, actually, is he actually okay? I had to get up and check on him. It's fine. He was just dreaming. It's just, you know, one of those occasions where my heart flutters a little bit and I just have to go check. Anyway, back to the bronzer. You can have both of these really subtle on the cheeks. You can use these as contour. You can use them as bronzers, or you can build them up and have them slightly punchier. But it's a subtle build, so you cannot go wrong with these. I just cannot speak highly enough of them both. To refrain from boring you all, I'm going to stop talking about them now, but they're just gorgeous. And look at that! They're magnetic as well. How did I not know this? Look, they stick together. I didn't know that before. Is that a design? What? Look. Did anybody else know that? I did not know that. This next product I love so much. I mean, it's love on a high level. I just couldn't help myself. I had to go out and buy more shades of this. And there's only one shade in this collection that I now do not own. I just love it so much. I mean, goodness me, I am really, really talking about every single product. Like, my husband woke up this morning, Wes, bless him, cleaned the house from top to bottom the way I like it, not the way he usually does it. I mean, if you know, you know. I mean, you know, right? You know. And then bought me flowers and poured me a gin. I mean, what more can anybody want? I am talking like that today. By the way, that did not happen. I'm wondering now why that didn't happen. That would have been so great. Anyway, I love these products so much. This one is flawed, but I even love the flaw. I think the flaw makes the product slightly better, in my opinion. I am talking about the Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Matte Beauty Blush Wands. Have these in 3 shades now. So I have the shade Peach Pop, Pink Pop, and Pillow Talk. So I love every single one of these and I wear them slightly differently. I actually bought Peach Pop first along with Pillow Talk. Probably if I wasn't testing these out for all of you, I would have only bought one and that would have been Peach Pop. And then when I realised what an amazing formula it was, how easy these were to use, how beginner friendly they were, how also well designed they are in the squeezy tube with a little sponge on the end, although quite frankly I would take these in just a squeezy tube without the little thing on the end, the little sponge, because you all know how I am for cleanliness, so probably, you know, little squeezy tube would have been better for me. I don't know, I'm picking fault here. But when I figured out how amazing these were, I would have definitely gone out, bought Pillow Talk and Pink Pop. The other one, the reason I don't have that one is it's for people with a slightly deeper skin tone than mine, and I think it would probably be a little bit overkill. Can you get overkill with a blush? I mean, I do it so many times, but yeah, I don't feel the need to get the other shade within the collection, so this is where I'm going to stick for now anyway. I mean, we will see, but love these. So the main flaw is that these are supposed to be matte and they're not. I prefer that. I think these are so much nicer with that more natural satin finish on the surface of the skin, especially if you're like me and you like to wear an illuminating foundation, something that's not overly matte. I think unless you're wearing matte products, if you're going to put a matte blush on, it might look a little flat in places. So I think this product is so much better for not being matte. It's just my opinion, but let me know in the comment section if you feel the same. These glide on the skin so beautifully, and they are also workable for an incredibly long amount of time. And I'm so glad that they've improved the formula from the, they have some contour ones. I don't think the contour ones are as workable for as long. If you leave the contour wand on the surface of the skin for more than a minute, the rings start to harden around the edge and it gets a little clumsy when you're trying to blend it all out. That is not the same for these. These are far more workable for far longer than the contour ones in my opinion, which is why I prefer these Head and Shoulders over the Contour One product. Love them. Absolutely love them. They just look fresh and not glowy, but they look very youthful on the cheek. Incredibly flattering. They don't emphasize any texture, any open pores. I just think they're just so lovely on a more mature skin. Stunning. Really lovely. Do you have that one product that you love so much that you cannot help yourself buying new shades of that product, and then one day you come across the collection that has accumulated in your drawer and have to sit back and go, do I actually have a problem here? And because that seed of doubt is planted in your mind, you then have to hide all of the purchases that you make after that fact in a different drawer. Just to make yourself feel a little better. Well, that happened to me with these from Dior. I have several of these now, and I'm not stopping because this formula is lush. It is so, so beautiful. I adore it. It glides on the lip effortlessly. There is enough pigment. It's not overly pigmented, but it feels hydrating, it feels nourishing, it feels expensive, which is a good job because it's Dior. So it is. These are the Dior Rouge satin finished lipsticks. Now, I started off with a couple of shades from the Mitza limited edition collection in 424, which is nude fauve, and then also 253, which is rose feline. I couldn't stop there. Just couldn't. It was beyond my control. It is not my fault. It seriously isn't. These are just too nice. So I have now bought the shades 219, 365 and 449. Now I will list the names of the shades also on screen for you now. They're just glorious. Some really beautiful nude shades that are incredibly wearable for anybody on a daily basis. These aren't long lasting, so I don't know. I really haven't done myself a favour falling in love with these, because you do have to reapply these after you've eaten something, after you've drank something, and then in between every sort of couple of hours or so. But I just, I think when I first tried these, I wasn't that enamoured, but they've grown on me over time, and now, I mean, look, just look, just, I can't help myself. And my mum was eyeing one up the other day. She came round and she needed some lipsticks, and usually I am all for it. Just go through the drawers, go through, take whatever you like. I hid these. No. If she wants one, I will buy her one, but she's not having any of my collection. I cannot do without any of these, and they all fit a purpose. I mean, every single one of them I wear. Every single one. There isn't one shade that I feel like I could give up anytime soon. Do I have a problem? I think I may have a problem. I may have a problem. They're really lovely on the lips, and I never feel like my lips feel dry, look dry. When I've been wearing these day in, day out, my lips are in the best condition. And I've been trying out other things at the moment, so my lips aren't that great. So maybe I need to crack these back out again. Maybe I will. Maybe I will. So the Dior Rouge lipsticks come in 3 different finishes. They do come in a velvet finish, which isn't my preference. They are beautiful, and I do have one, but I didn't feel the need to buy multiple within that formula. Then they do them in satin, which, I mean, come on, this is my favourite. And then they do it in a metallic as well, which is also beautiful, but again, I didn't feel the need to buy it in multiple shades. Very beautiful, but just, this is my preference. The satin one just feels silky smooth. I would say there are no words, but I've said plenty, so maybe I can't say that anymore. Moving on to the next product. Now, I'm going to break my rule here. This isn't the exact same product that I'm buying in multiple shades. This is slightly different, but I wanted to put this in because I very rarely talk about hair care products on my channel other than in my monthly favorites. And I think it's really important to mention that I love this particular brand so much. Not really brand, but product. What would you call this? Collection. I love this collection so much. I have bought lots of products, and there is a brand new one that I wanted to talk about that I'm also loving at the moment for numerous reasons. So we're talking about the L'Oreal Professional Metal Detox collection. Really love this. If you haven't tried this range already and you have hair that is prone to breakage, you need to try this out. So this has something within the formula that removes all of the metal, all of the copper metals within the strands of your hair that just collect in the hair from washing the hair, from the atmosphere. And when that metal builds up in the hair, your hair breaks constantly. When it's removed, your hair is much softer, much smoother, and much better conditioned. So that is what this does. I bought the Metal Detox leave-in oil first. This has the most divine scent to it. It just makes me feel special before I've even put it in my hair. So one pump of this for my length hair is ample. This is also your heat protection. I tend to just use it on the ends of my hair. I don't like to put it at the root, otherwise my hair feels a little weighed down. It's incredibly lightweight, but my hair flops a little bit too much. It's quite limp and lifeless anyway, so I try to steer away from the root. I use a different heat protection because of that, rather than using this as my heat protection, but this definitely works. And I recommended this several times before, and I've had so many people contact me saying, thank you very much for recommending that. It has done wonders for my hair. The softness of your hair once you've used this is just unbelievable. Seriously nice. And the smell, I know I've said that already. It's so nice, and it runs throughout the entire collection. So because I loved this so much, and my hairdresser uses a lot of the L'Oreal Professional range. She has a spray for the Metal Detox, which I haven't purchased. I'm not quite sure if you actually can purchase that over the counter or whether that's for in salon only. I don't know. I'll ask next time I see her. So because I liked the leave-in oil so much, I decided to buy the shampoo and the conditioner. So even though this is in like a treatment conditioner tub, you don't leave this on for 10 minutes, so 30 seconds to a minute, and you can wash it off. So that's generally how I would use my normal conditioner anyway. So I wish this was more in a squeezy tube like this one, because it's slightly cumbersome to get out of the container, but I love it all the same. Again, same scent runs throughout, and it just makes my hair feel beautiful. And these don't weigh my hair down. But again, I only get the conditioner on the ends of my hair like I would any conditioner. Gorgeous, gorgeous products. The new one I want to talk about, which I just couldn't help myself but buy, is the Metal Detox Glycoamine 1% plus iodine, I think you pronounce that. Now, I didn't even know this existed until I went to my hairdresser's a couple of weeks ago, and she used this on my hair. It is divine. Absolutely divine. Now, I've never used a product for my hair with an SPF in. This has sun protection, UV protection for your hair. And I think that is so incredibly important. We all make sure that we look after our skin, SPF protection all the way. Forget the hair. This not only removes the metal from your hair, it also is a leave-in conditioner for the hair. This is a great UV protector for the hair. So it's a treble whammy. It's probably got quadruple in there actually. So it's a leave-in anti-metal moisturizer, prevents breakage and colour shift. It's anti-frizz as well, and it's your UV protection. Gorgeous. Very little goes a very long way with this, otherwise it will weigh your hair down if you have limp, lifeless hair like mine. But nothing that the Redken Root Lifter can't cure. Honestly, If you haven't seen my monthly favourites for April, you need to go and have a look at that because wowzers, oh my goodness. This is glorious. Again, little goes a long way. Oh, stunning. And if I was in a hot, sunny country, usually I wear my hair up. I would plaster this all over the top as if it was a hairspray. So I would use this as my hair mousse or hair gel and make sure that my hair is protected whilst I'm in the sun. Genius. So that's it for this video. I really hope you've enjoyed it. Please accept my apologies for my outbursts of sheer excitement during portions of this video. Just a wee bit, maybe more than a tad. Anyway, I apologise. I'm really sorry. I will try harder next time. Please let me know the products that you absolutely adore, that you cannot help yourself from buying multiple of the same collection in the comment section. And if I haven't tried them, I will try and get my hands on them and see if I love them and cannot do without them as much as you. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and hope to see you all in the next video. Bye everyone.